I'll be showing you how to arm knit. First, you'll line up the ends of your yarn, and then you'll take about 2 arm lengths of yarn, and from the point you stop at will be where you make your slip knot. And to make a slip knot, you're just make a basic loop around your finger, and you want your tail, which is the end that's not attached to anything, to be on the front of your fingers. And you're bringing it around the back, and you're going to pull up, and that's going to go right through, and you're going to pull tight and put that loop onto your right wrist. From there, you're going to take your working end, which is the end attached to the yarn, and you're going to put it to where your end that's actually attached to the yarn is in front of your thumb, and the part that's attached to your wrist is behind. And you take the tail, put it between your your pointer finger and your middle finger, reach through the first strands that are closest to you, pull this through, and put that new loop onto your wrist and pull that. And the best way to do this would be to do about 8 loops, because it gets it about the right thickness. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then from there, you're going to take the working end in your right hand, and you pull your first loop over, and pull the working end through, and that's your first loop to put on your left hand. And then pull that tight. And you're going to just repeat that, and in the end you'll just do this over and over and over again until you've got it at the length you desire. It might be better if I had an extra. When you've finished your first round, it won't look like it's going to be a scarf at all. This is the first round. What it'll look like is somewhat, let's see.
Just kind of messy.
Yeah, just kind of messy. Doesn't really look like anything. As you continue on, it'll actually start looking a little bit more like a fabric that you're using instead of like yarn.
So show us what you do after that.
Okay, so after you're done with that, you're gonna cut your yarn. So after you're done with everything, it's like at the right length, you're gonna cut off about this much of the yarn from your hand.
Well, no, show them once you've got that. Then what do you do?
So it's about this. You're gonna repeat it. Okay, repeat this.
So you're just doing the same thing on the other hand?
Yeah, so you're doing the same
thing. So you're just kind of going back and forth?
Back and forth until it's the right length, what you desire. Some people might want it a little longer, some might want it a little shorter. It just kind of depends on what you prefer. I'm hoping this round will actually show the quality of what you want it will start looking like. The second or third round. Oh.
I love that you can hear the sisters encouraging her in the background.
Okay, there you go. So we'll start looking, like this actually shows, the first there actually kind of looks more like a fabric than it does the...
Get a little closer.
This actually looks more like a fabric than it does like a bunch of yarn. It doesn't look as messy, actually. It looks like it's got a rhyme and reason behind it. Makes a little more sense to how it actually works.
How long does it take you to do a whole scarf?
When I first started, like my very first scarf took me almost an hour because I was so frustrated I couldn't get it right. But after I figured out what I was doing, it takes probably about 15, 20,